What is up, guys? Welcome to Supercars of London, or Soul on Bikes, I think is the way that I'm going to have to introduce my YouTube videos when I'm talking about my two-wheel friends. 6 months ago, I hated these things and I thought anyone that rode them just had a few screw looses. But here I am on the Honda stand at EICMA. This is basically the Geneva for motorbikes, because all of these bikes that you see behind me are being launched today, ready for the spring delivery so that everyone can enjoy these during the summer. And look, Honda's stand is absolutely massive, which is why I'm starting here, because they've had a huge 24 hours. They have launched a brand new Fireblade, a new Rebel, amongst other things that I have fallen completely in love with. You are also going to see different manufacturer stands as I tour around EICMA. This is my first time here. Apparently 700,000 people come through here. If you don't know what EICMA is, it's in Milan. EICMA is like GIMS. GIMS stands for the Geneva International Motor Show. I don't know what EICMA stands for, but ladies and gentlemen, welcome to what is going to be a whirlwind 24 hours. But even if you're not into bikes, I think you're going to enjoy this video. Now we're going to start here at a bike that really took my fancy. This is the style of bike that I really think I would look cool riding. You could almost ride into World War III and look cool at the same time with your sunglasses on. We've got a quilted seat here. The riding position is a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more chilled, with your feet really far forward, your handlebars really far forward. It's quite a Harley Davidson style riding position, but looks super cool with the satin black finish. And I love all of this gloss black framework. It is such a cool looking bike. And then the front end, this has got a new revised headlight, which absolutely looks, well, it looks futuristic, and I really love the design of it. But how cool does that look? It looks like a custom bike, but you can get one of these from a Honda dealership. Now there is so much to show you on the Honda stand alone, but I cannot wait to go and visit other manufacturers and see what they have brought to EICMA. But here we have the CB 1000R, which look really cool. As Alex Calm says, it's got a very similar style G-Wagon headlight, but looking really cool. And then let's move on to the racing bikes, because not only do we have the new Fireblade here, I am going to go and show you a different one so that we can get a little bit closer, but we've also got my bike right here. This is the first time that I have seen something that is in my possession at a motor show or motorcyclist show, but here we go. That is the bike that I have at home. How cool is that it is here with a bunch of other racing bikes? This is the new Fireblade, 215 brake horsepower, around 200 kilograms, Akrapovic exhaust as standard. These things sound insane. I heard one last night, and for the first time on the Fireblade, we've got MotoGP derived winglets that are actually built into the fairing. Now that is a first. We will go and have a look at Ducati. They've got the V4R, and you'll see the winglets that are on that bike. They kind of stick out. These are for downforce, MotoGP inspired, and they're actually built into the fairing, making it super technologically advanced. And what an absolute monster. This is over double the amount of brake horsepower that is on the CBR 650R, so absolutely terrifying. I would love to have a go on one of these, but I think I need a few more months of riding experience. And there we go, that's the one I want to show you guys. Satin black. Let's go and have a look at that. Check this out. How mean does this look? Satin black, red detailing. These are the winglets that I'm talking about. Ultra track focused, carbon fiber here. This has got a smart key system as well, so there is no ignition system. You can basically have the key in your pocket and start this beast up, which helps all of the aero at the front, helps for more space. It's function and form at the same time, having the smart key. And yeah, I have to say, in satin black with a bit of gloss black detailing and carbon fiber, that one day will be in my garage. Now this is where I just did my introduction, but opposite we find ourselves at Harley Davidson, probably one of the most famous motorcyclist manufacturers in the entire world, known for these kind of bikes cruising down the Californian highways, as we all kind of have dreamt once in our life. But what excites me the most, this might get a little bit of hate from the motorcyclist world, is this. This is the Livewire. This is Harley Davidson's electric bike that is £30,000, but is one of the coolest looking things in existence. Look at the design. I'm actually going to come around this side because I think this is where you're going to be able to see the design in a much better light. how cool does this look? Complete silence, and I believe has got a range of around 150 to 200 miles. I might be wrong, I don't know that much about this bike, but all I do know is it's 30 grand and looks pretty sweet. This is an all black version, which I actually think some of the lines get lost. It's actually this colour that really excites me. Would be such a cool experience to ride. Well, you can configure one and then have an inquiry. There you go, look. 28,995, colour from 29, so yeah, £30,000 for this. But yeah, very cool. Let me show you MV Agusta. This is probably one of the first motorbike manufacturers that I became aware of, because if you are like me, a gamer and a car fan, you will have played Test Drive Unlimited on the Xbox, and MV Agusta was the only superbike manufacturer that was on Test Drive Unlimited, and I have been taking quite a lot of interest in some of these bikes because Lewis Hamilton also has a partnership with these guys, so they do some crazy bikes. I've seen Lewis Hamilton ride his F4, but they've got some new bikes out, the Brutale 1000 RR, that looks mental. A naked superbike with some winglets in there as well, and look at these exhausts, check out the exhausts around the back. Just typically Italian with the design. We've got the Brutale there with these shotgun style exhaust systems over there. So far, in terms of first impressions of EICMA, it is very similar to Geneva in the sense that there are all of these big manufacturers that take up huge stand space, and then there are the smaller manufacturers, almost boutique and bespoke, that kind of come and show off one or two bikes, which is really cool. Let's move on to their centerpiece here. This is their V4S Street Fighter, which is a naked version of their superbike, which looks quite cool, but that front end is a bit droopy. But it's got the winglets here as well. I'm going to try and move around to the side so that you can get a better angle of it. I have to say, it is a cool looking bike, but do you not think that this front end should be a little higher? That's what I think. The winglets are very cool. I'm going to try and zoom into the winglets. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Let's move on. Oh yes, this is like the muscle car of bikes. So it's a muscle bike. Look at the wheelbase. The wheelbase is so long. It's got a really fat rear tire as well. And this is one of, if not the fastest accelerating bike that Ducati do. Because of the wheelbase, it can get the traction down, it gets the power down, it's got so much torque. Look at this exhaust system here. I love the design of this. I think this is one of the coolest looking bikes, and I think from this video you're probably going to get an idea of just my style of bike. Got some naked cafe racers here, the Scrambler, very cool, but you can see how the design language and sort of stand layout from Ducati changes from all of their cafe races that are here and all of their more superbike stuff over there. Ah, look, they've got a Street Fighter here. Yeah, I'm not convinced, but this is getting a lot of attention, a lot of media attention, as it is a big bike for Ducati. But I have to say, what do you reckon? What do you reckon, mate? Do you like it? I don't know. I don't really like it, I don't think. I found a car. Follow me, guys, because I actually caught wind of this through Instagram and Aston Martin Hatfield's post that Aston Martin were exploring the world of bikes. Now here we have, I believe, the Vanquish concept from Geneva. Aston Martin are here because over there is a bike with the Aston Martin wings on it. Come and check out this insane looking thing. I mean, imagine having one of these in your living room. I don't think you would want to drive or ride it, sorry. I mean, it doesn't have any wing mirrors, so I'm not sure it's going to be road legal just yet. I've been given exclusive access to check out the Aston Martin, I'm going to call it a motorbike. Look at the carbon fibre, running Michelin tyres, and the design work is stunning. I mean, this is literally going to be the ultimate living room centerpiece for someone that is uber rich. It is around £100,000. It is track only, so it's not a concept bike. This is going to be made as it looks, and you're going to be able to take it out on the track. So it's not road legal, but I mean, who cares? Look how cool this thing looks. I mean, it is one of the most beautiful bikes I think I've ever seen. Super futuristic, V2 turbocharged, 180 brake horsepower, and all of this exposed mechanical work with the carbon fiber. It is so cool. Look at the riding position. I'm going to be very careful not to drop my camera here, but that is what you're going to be looking at riding this bike. Wow. Seriously, seriously cool. And I'm stood next to one of the coolest looking future supercars coming from Aston Martin. So yeah, pretty cool stand to be on. Massive thumbs up to that. I have made it back at the Honda stand. I am out of breath. My feet hurt. I've walked miles in the space of about 4 hours. And by no means do I feel like I've covered about anywhere near 50% of EICMA. But there are so many stands, so many different companies. To be honest, not that I know that much about bikes, but I feel like I've learned and taken in so much. I've been a sponge today. But yeah, the Honda stand is getting incredibly busy. But you can see the diversity that Honda offer in comparison to pretty much every single other manufacturer that are here. They have everything. For two wheels, they have everything. And they dominate the two-wheeled world. Whereas in the four-wheel world, not much interest from my side. So it is so cool to be partnered up with Honda, to be learning how to ride properly. Like I said in this video, I'm going to be doing the Ron Haslam Day as well, which is a racing track experience on the CBR 650R. I can't believe that my bike was here as well. That is also very, very cool. I've never had one of my possessions at a motor show or a motorbike show. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you've enjoyed this video, a little insight into this world in Milan and also the two-wheel world. And if you are thinking about coming out here, then I definitely recommend it, because you get to see all of the latest bikes that are coming out, and it is super, super cool. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. I feel like I've got some thoughts going on in my head about potential shopping for next year when the spring, summer, and my first proper full season of riding can take shape. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.